All right, guys, it has been about 4 months since our last video here in Koa Ridge. So today I'm in the model unit for Nanea. It's beautiful here. And if you haven't checked out those 2 home tours, definitely go back to our videos. We'll link those below. But Koa Ridge is one of those exciting opportunities that it is going so fast. Like, I feel like I blink and then before I know it, there's a whole new neighborhood popped up, and there's always new releases coming out every quarter. So if you aren't following along, this is a great video to get caught up with what's happening in 2024 and specifically what to look out for the next year as well. There's some really new exciting stuff I'm gonna drop today, specifically about Malu Koa West, which is their newest condominium project. And then I'm also gonna dive into Waioha and Nanea and the things latest there. So let's dive into the video. All right, so let's dive into Waioha. So Waioha are the single family homes that are great for a first-time home buyer or maybe someone who's bought a condo and they're ready to move up to the single family home. Price ranges really range here. Let's see, from $951, or wait, there's even one for $918, all the way up to $1.119. And those are ready like soon. So there's actually 5 that are move-in ready. Like as of today, you could get keys, quick close. If you're cash, we could close super fast. But what's really special about these 5 that are move-in ready, there's a really exclusive financing incentive on these. So they're offering up to 3% of the loan amount back to you in closing cost credit. So what does that mean? Numbers wise, that means if you're buying a $1 million price point, you're gonna get about $30,000 back in closing cost credit. You can use that to cover all of those closing costs. Plus you can maybe buy down that interest rate. Maybe you can prepay some HOA. Like, there's a lot of wiggle room there with that specific incentive. Another thing is for these 5 homes, there is a really special offer that's offering 5.5% interest rate. And I don't know about you, but I've seen the headlines lately, and I know that interest rates are now hovering anywhere from 6.75 up to 7.5 on conventional loans. And you're able to lock in a 5.5% rate and that 3% credit. Like, that is crazy. So with that specific offer, they are saying you need at least a 740 credit score or above, which is decent. And we're looking for a 10% down on a conventional loan. So that offer doesn't apply to VA loan, unfortunately. But if you're buying conventional and you have that 10% down, again, this is for someone that's probably sold a property and they're moving up to that next one, or maybe you sold and you're downsizing, you have a chunk of change to put towards this purchase. Lock in on this deal is not gonna last long. And these, like I said, move-in ready. So we're looking for these to close by the end of June. So meaning we're probably gonna open escrow in the next 2 weeks and you're gonna jump on this deal and then you can have keys by the end of June. So that would be like a perfect situation. For phase 2, those are all the phase 1s left. Phase 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 left on the price sheet. And again, these ones are still gonna be move-in ready fairly soon. Not right now, but by the end of summer, you can absolutely get into them. So if you're like, I'm ready, but not quite ready, like, look at this list. So again, these range from 3 bedrooms and 4 bedrooms, really good size. Every single one's gonna have a little bit of a different design. Some of them have builder upgrades into them. So we've got like vinyl luxury plank in some are more wall-to-wall carpet. Some have appliances, some have different ones. Some still have time to select your personal finishes. So if you're someone that wants to come in and you're like, I want this home, but I want to pick my countertop, or I want to pick my cabinets, get the ones that haven't been pre-selected yet. You still have options. Whereas in places like Ho'opili and D.R. Horton, you can't pick anything. Like, everything is builder grade and it is what it is. At least at Koa Ridge, you have some customization still available to you. So with these, we're saying really like it's gonna be end of summer for the most part. And there's one, what is it? Unit 72. That's about a 4-month move-in date. So we're looking more like Q3, but that's also really great. People are asking, what's the maintenance fee? What's the HOA fee, right? How much do I have to pay outside of my loan besides my taxes and insurance? There is a small HOA fee. Monthly maintenance is $111.27, plus an additional $3.66 for a sub-meter expense. And then your monthly HOA per unit is $71.10. So I'll have my editors throw that up into a nice chart for you so you can see that breakdown. And then of course, if you're wanting this, how much money do you have to put down? What does it take to secure a Waioha unit? You just need, what did I say? $15,000 deposit. That goes to the escrow company and they hold that for safekeeping. You get an opportunity to review all those condo docs. You get to see the community plan. You really get to understand and chew on, is this really the property that I want after you reserve it? But remember, it's first come, first serve right now. It's not lottery on these existing homes. So if you wait and you wait an extra week and then you go in thinking it's still gonna be there, it might not. So it's better to just put a deposit in, secure the one that you're 90% gonna get, and then you have time to really look over the paperwork, and you could cancel and get that deposit back if you choose to. But most of us are gonna know and just realize these are not lasting long. These are still going off the shelf. So let's dive into Nanea. So Nanea, we just went through phase 2 release. It was by lottery as well, and it went fast, but there is still a number available. So there's 14 left. And Nanea is those larger, more executive style homes. So something like we're in today, again, we'll link those model units. You can really tour them. I mean, they're big and they're grand. We're talking, I know that they're over 1,500 square feet. Like they are massive with the option of even 5-bedroom floor plans. So Naneas are great. We'll show you on the map too, so you can see location, but they're on the perimeter of the community layout. So you really get just that tucked away feeling in Nanea. Something about these that's really cool, price points, again, for the size of the homes are really great still. We're talking minimum of $1,068,000 upwards to this is the highest, 1.336 is left on this. And these are all gonna be ready by the end of this year in 2024. So hopefully December move in. And again, you reserve it now, locking in today's price and today's rate, not knowing what's coming later this year. Prices are typically going up still. So if you wait, we don't know what that price is gonna be in the next phase or the next phase. It's always better to lock it in if you have that ability. Maintenance fee is $61.53, and then HOA is $71.10. So all of the pre-selected options and upgrades have been ordered already. So it's really just reviewing what is available so that you can look in and find out what this lists and what you really like. This one for Nanea is offering a $10,000 seller closing credit, versus Waioha's offering that 3%. So the incentive isn't quite as large, but you're still getting 10K back, which is amazing. Not every builder is offering these incentives, so jump on it while you can for sure. Okay, last thing, this is like the most anticipated and the most questions that I get right now. Tell me more about Malu Koa West, right? We've heard a lot of like buzz around it and when is it coming? What is it gonna look like? And this is Koa Ridge's next condominium phase. So they've done a couple so far throughout the neighborhood if you've driven through, or maybe you've seen it online. There are 2 or 3, I think there's one that's 3-story, but those sold out so lightning fast. And now we have the opportunity to have a lot of units come to the market that are gonna be 3 stories high. And I think there's over 600 total units coming within this whole 4 quad block that's coming. So what we wanna know, right, is the releases are coming out as soon as this summer. So as of recording, it's the beginning of May. It could be coming out in June or July, and so then the time to prepare is now for these condominiums. We have no clue on the price point, to be honest, but just looking at market and the way that things are going, I'm just gonna take a stab in the dark and say it's gonna be in the 700 to 800s. These are gonna be a very high quality condo. This isn't necessarily like your cheapest 400,000 entry point. This is gonna be something that's an investment for your family, but you're getting that quality of life with location. And that's really what's unique about Malu Koa West is how it's structured around the village, which is a big, big value add of Koa Ridge. It's where you're gonna have farmers markets. It's where you're gonna have hula and dancing at the village complex there. You're gonna have, I don't know, park picnics in the park, just all kinds of events happening right out your door. And so it's proximity. That is the value right here, is proximity to shopping and hanging out with your neighbors and really enjoying that condominium lifestyle. We know first release is coming soon, like ASAP. We also know it's not gonna be completed until 2025. That's the like little womp womp. But you can lock in. Again, you're locking in 2024 prices, whereas next year, if they released it, right before it was ready to move in, you would have 2025 prices, which is likely gonna be 5 to 10% more in price. So it's still good to plant your flag in, get your deposit in, and go for it. We don't know what the deposit amount is gonna be either, but I would say hypothetically, save at least $10,000 to go towards your direct deposit for reserving it, just in case. Again, keep your credit score high, do the best you can to reduce debt so that we can lock this in. We don't know HOA fees or association fees yet either. So really we're just trying to anticipate a wait list kind of for this interest, that the second we hear about it, we can let you know and be the first to know and get on that list. When we did our last Koa Ridge video, which I will link that here as well, we were standing by a 7-story building and I thought that was gonna be Malu Koa West. Turns out it's not. I was totally false. I just got really excited about a condo being built over here, but I can actually see it from the window of where I'm sitting. There is a 7-story structure in the area, and this is actually senior living rentals. So if you've got someone that is elderly and is looking for a nice rental, this is gonna be it. I believe it's privately managed, so we can find out more information for you if you guys are interested. Just drop it in the comments below. And then really next steps, right? If you are interested in any of these, in Waioha, in Nanea, or in Malu Koa West, what do you do, right? Well, the first thing is you're gonna let me know that you exist, because I cannot help you unless I hear about you. And the last thing that I wanna happen is for you to go directly to the sales office and not know that you're supposed to tell them that I'm helping you. And then you call me after and you say, Marina, I watched all your videos and I just got back from the sales office. And then I'm gonna say, oh, did you register me as your agent? And you're gonna say, oh, I didn't know I was supposed to. And unfortunately, the sales office might say that I can't help you at that point. So they do wanna make sure that the very first time that you're coming to the office, you're registering your agent, or I'm coming with you and I'm escorting you here to say, hey, this is my client and I'm helping them out. They do offer incentives for us to do that. So I'm great to do that for you at no charge to you. And really, we just get to be your advisor, right? Because this isn't my first rodeo. I've helped dozens of people get into new construction. I'm very familiar with the process, with the lender questions you're gonna have to go through, and just preparing you for your first home here. So that's gonna be step number 1. Gotta let me know you exist. So we'll have my email address below. And then next thing is getting pre-approved. So there are 4 banks that are preferred lenders here with Koa Ridge that you at least have to submit your application with new construction. So that's gonna be American Savings Bank, Bank of Hawaii, Central Pacific Bank, or First Hawaiian Bank. So at least get pre-approval done with them. We know that you're clear to reserve a home at a certain price point. Doesn't mean you have to close with them, but they just want to see pre-approval with those partners, and understanding that every single one has different incentives, different loan programs. So you never know what each one's going to offer. Those value adds kind of change month to month. So I recommend getting pre-approved with all 4. And you might be thinking, why would I do that? That might be like a ding to my credit. It's only gonna be 1 point ding for every application, if that. And sometimes they don't even have to do a hard pull on your credit. So we can totally spare your credit score if you are worried about it. But if you're already at 700 above, like 1 or 2 points isn't gonna hurt you. So definitely we wanna work on those, and I can give you contacts for those as well. But I wanna hear from you. What do you wanna see over here? What do you wanna know about Koa Ridge that's coming up next? How can I help be your advisor and your mayor of the city to give you what you guys need? I'm gonna be here every single Friday with a brand new video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.